YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV. Tim Westwood TV, up in the spot, Logic family. 2 years.
Yes.
2 years. Now, what was interesting 2 years back, it was about to happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't a case of you're trying to make it happen. It was about to. So now that it's happened, what's the life like?
It's amazing. It's pretty incredible, man. Like, I love it, but it's weird because I'm not a complacent person, you know. So, man, last time I was out here, since I saw you, I dropped a mixtape and then I dropped an album.
Exactly.
So I dropped 2 projects, which is insane. But I'm just not complacent. Like, I'm so happy to be able to be here and sell out shows and see yourself, you know,
exactly.
and do these freestyles. But at the same time, I want to keep going. I want to come back here one day and do Wembley. You know what I mean? And I know that's crazy.
Aspirational, baby.
But yeah, that's like, I want to be able to do that one day, you know?
Yeah.
So
I mean, that work ethic is always strong with you. I mean, mixtape every friggin' year, irrespective. So you've always been on your grind. But is it everything you expected, everything you dreamed it would be? Because often, like, when you're waiting to get signed and when the signing happens, any forms of disappointment, any surprises in the game?
Well, I mean, there's definitely ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, just the way that we've gone about things, you know, me and my team and my manager and Visionary Music Group, the independent label, like, everything has just been so... Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's not about what you say yes to; it's about what you say no to. You know what I mean? Different opportunities, and I feel like I've been blessed enough to be with such a great team that knows when to make the right moves. And I surround myself with people that, because you know, I am a businessman. I own my own business. You know, I run my own business, but I get to focus on just the music. You know, and looking back, like, it's crazy. Like, I used to think that this right here was like everything I ever wanted.
Exactly.
This is what I ever wanted.
Exactly.
And now that I'm here, this is great. But now that I've come here, I have new goals and new aspirations. So I'm beyond happy.
Yeah.
This is so incredible.
Exactly.
To be able to tour the world and do what you love, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I want to keep going, for sure.
It's a bit like your first car. You think this is it. Then you suddenly realize there's another car with electric windows and automatic door locks.
It's kind of like that.
It's like when you start out, there's better shit than this.
But you're still happy you're not taking the bus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's your first car, but suddenly you realize there's other shit that you can get it, like heated seats.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now, you has always been a bit of a control freak on your situation. It's like a lot of people sign and surrender.
Yeah.
Sign and you're just a victim to it. And, you know, we want a radio record. You have to go to the studio and make a freaking radio.
Yeah.
You've kept that level of control.
Yes.
More hard work.
Yeah, a lot more.
More challenges, more arguments to have.
Definitely.
How have you found that level of control?
I think it's by kind of delivering, you know, like even when I signed with Def Jam, like even with the release, it was very new for everybody at the label because they're one thing that Def Jam does especially well is radio. You know, they have people like Big Sean, they have Kanye, they have
the radio game.
Exactly. Yeah. So they're really good at that. And I didn't necessarily give them the radio record. I gave them an album.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So at first it was like, how do we work this? How do we do this? We knew what to do, Visionary. And I think because I've always had this fan base, it's really allowed me. It's given me that freedom because Def Jam kind of knows. They're like, hey, as long as the kid, you know, we give him what he needs to be able to put a project together. You know, we'll be able to, you know, sell these records or whatever the case may be. You know, and they're really good about that. And they kind of just let me do my thing. But I think it comes down to the fan base. That's what's given me the creative control because you know when I sit down and I do my best to create just a project as a whole, the people enjoy it. And I think the major, they see that and they're like, okay, well just keep doing whatever you're doing. You know?
And work with that. But you're so right, because some labels are good at working with projects. Some labels are just hit radio singles.
Everything is different. Like I used to think about when I came up on like the blogs and you know Twitter and Facebook was really big for me, and it still is because it allows me to engage my fans and tweet out videos and tweet to them and talk to them. But like the biggest thing for me was like all the blogs, and now the blogs aren't. Well, I mean they're still dope, and it's kind of where you go to like look for music. But I feel like you can't really break artists that way anymore.
Exactly.
It's really weird. It's kind of different.
Yeah.
You know, like different artists. I don't know, like Michael Christmas or even Rory, you know, like these different artists. I didn't really hear about them on blogs. I really heard about them through word of mouth or on Twitter, or like it was different. It's just so different now. And now I'm kind of like, man, I don't know what I would do if I was just starting up to try to get promo.
For real.
Yeah,
and
it's weird.
That internet game is not like it ever settles.
Yeah.
So it is all about the blogs and now it isn't.
Yeah, it's
It was
weird.
all about Facebook, now it isn't. It was all about Twitter, no, it's Snapchat.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Snapchat.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And Instagram. It's funny because I don't know, but websites are still big though, because like I'll look, it's almost like the website is the new blog. You know what I'm saying? You go to like a XXL or a Complex or this or that, but the blogs, like I still go to the blogs. I love like Too Dope and like different things like that I'll go to, but I don't know. It's just everything's different now
and fast changing.
Yo, every day it's like different. It's like so I'm just glad I got fans.
For real.
I'm blessed.
Yo, in the old days, certain people could do it without fans.
Yeah.
Old school record companies could do it without fans.
Of course. Yeah. You just do it because I mean, it was different. It was more like listeners. That's what we say. You know, like we'll have conversations and we'll be like, do they have fans or do they have listeners?
For real.
You know, because if they got just like a single on the radio, oh, I know that song. Oh, that's my song. That's my song. But it's like when you go, I forget who I was talking to, but I was talking to a homie of mine, and I was like, what does the artist with that one song do at their concert? And they're like, oh, they perform that song like 3 times and that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
You either hear it at the beginning or you hear it at the end.
Yeah.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, but it's all good. And I mean, that is what it is, man. I'm all about longevity, and that's what I'm looking forward to, is just doing my best to be here for a long time. And I think it's by creating a project as a whole, not just that one song. And who knows, that hit may come or this or that, but honestly, I don't even give a shit. I'm just happy, blessed, and making music, man. That's it.
Now, tour bus life.
Oh.
Is that what it is right now?
Yes, bro.
Living on that tour bus.
Yo, it's so different here. It's like, cause back, oh my God, yeah.
Exactly.
In America, it's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's like better, but I think I'm more accustomed to it.
Yes.
Because I don't know. It's just like you got the bunks a certain way, and then you got all these areas, and I can set up my equipment and record. Over here, it's a lot more smaller.
Yes.
It's pretty tiny.
What the tour bus?
Yeah. Because, the tour bus is big, but then you get on, I don't know, it's just a different layout. Big John, my security guard, he's not happy with it, I'm sure.
He probably has to sit at the front.
No, he's
to the
on
driver.
top. He's on the top like Santa Claus.
Really?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Tour bus is definitely smaller friggin' roads.
Everything in Europe is smaller.
Like, so with the back room, is that a studio or is that your room?
In the US, I use it as like a studio room.
Perfect.
Yeah, because I could get studio buses, but I use an SM7, which they use in radio a lot.
Yeah.
Microphone. It's like a Shure microphone, and I use that. And honestly, I just plop that wherever and just kind of record on that. I keep it very simple. But it's funny because when I recorded my first album, I recorded a lot of it on the bus and in hotel rooms on an SM7. And SM7 is a $300 microphone. And then in the studio, I would use a 251, which like Sinatra used to use. It's like super old, and that's $15,000. But the thing that I've noticed is, so my engineer Bobby, his name's Bobby Campbell, he's super dope. When he mixed my album, you can't even really tell the difference between the two because he mixed it so well.
Yeah.
So I've been using the SM7, and I can take that anywhere. So, but yeah, I'm pretty big on equality. I'm in the bunks just like all my homies are in the bunks. Yeah. No extra room for me.
Serious?
Yeah, definitely. I'm flying coach too. Fuck all that. That's all good.
Real?
Yeah, because I'm paying for all my homies to go, and I ain't about to pay for a whole bunch of first class tickets, motherfuckers.
Exactly.
So we riding together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you can't justify that first class. If you're paying, if it's coming out of your paper, you can't justify.
I know.
That.
You know what's funny? I've never ridden first class. Ever. I don't know why. I just never gave a shit. I never asked, even the label, because I could be like, yo, put me first class or I'm not coming. But like, I don't give a shit. I don't know why. I never really cared. But when I go to fucking Australia, that's going to be a different story. That's different.
You sleep more in economy because first class you want to keep awake just to fucking so you
enjoy
don't miss
everything.
Out, so you don't miss out on anything.
That's funny.
Yeah. Now, lot of comparisons to Kendrick Lamar. How you feel? Is it just unnecessary?
No, I mean, hey man, this is
compliment,
how I feel.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I look at, like when I first came up, it was like J. Cole or it's this person or that person, or blah blah blah.
Yes.
Yeah. So honestly,
people have to.
Yeah, I think I'm still a new artist to a lot of people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think, well, first and foremost, a lot of cats from TDE were actually involved in my album. You know, as far as producers there. So I was, you know, people like Terrace Martin, Tate B, Sky Hutch, a lot of producers, very awesome people that I learned a lot from. And then my own similar tastes as well. You know, it's just at the end of the day, I think there's not a lot of people making music the way I guess people like me and Kendrick make music, where we add this, you know, broad live instrumentation and live strings and these things, so you can have that similar thing of the fact that I'm not going for a hit and I'm just want to make a concept album as a whole. I don't think a lot of people are really doing that so much. So I guess maybe that's where it comes from. But anyway, Kendrick's awesome. Yeah, you know, I love what he's doing.
That concept of an album is really taking it back to some old school shit.
Oh, totally.
100%.
Totally. I love it though, man. Like I feel like if you're gonna create a project, that's what it should be. It should be an entire body of work. It shouldn't be like, oh, the 4 awesome songs that you dropped on the internet.
Exactly.
And then,
exactly. We're just chasing that hit. The rest we don't care about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
albums is something people don't even understand no more.
It's crazy, but that's why I think like a real hip hop head. You know what I'm saying? They look at people like myself or Kendrick or Cole or all these really awesome MCs, and they respect us for our individuality, but our sonics as a whole, because I think we represent a part of hip hop that there's only a few of us doing. You know what I mean? Which is just raw raps, good music. You know what I mean? And yeah, so I think that's where maybe a lot of that comes from, but as of recent, I think people are definitely hearing my sound from me, and really taking in the album, which is awesome, and I'm just happy to be here. Shit.
Now, you really appreciate the fucking gangster Frank Sinatra.
Oh, yes.
Yo, Big Frank, baby. You appreciate how super gangster Uncle Frank is.
Yes.
Let's be real about that.
Sinatra's the man.
Yo, people do not understand. And he was the man in the day when you were the man. You were the motherfucking man.
Yeah. Yo, there's
not like
a club.
now trying to be the man. When you were the man in those days, you were the fucking...
Yo, I've told people how there's a club for people who have shaken Frank Sinatra's hand that are still alive.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a club for people who shook his hand. That's why I love him so much, man. Just like the reverence that you have. Like, I want to be able to walk into a room and, people respect me, and they might think I'm a funny guy or I'm charismatic or whatever, but at the end of the day, like, business is fucking business. And when I walk in the room, they're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking Logic right there. And I'm like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
For real. And that was Frank, baby.
Yeah, Frank.
That was
dude.
Frank.
Crazy. It's insane.
Like,
but what's also is really funny is like Frank had a lot of he was like very self-conscious about his music. I think he tried to kill himself like 3 times, which is insane. Not a lot of people know this. And I was reading this book on it, and it's like it's kind of crazy how behind closed doors, like how the motherfucking man might look in the mirror and not necessarily see that.
Exactly.
And that actually makes me feel a lot better, because it lets me know like he's just a human being. He's just he had his ups and downs just like everybody else. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and how he might not have seen himself in the privacy of his bathroom mirror as other people saw him.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Or how Big John sees himself in the privacy of the bathroom on the tour bus.
No, I think that's I don't think you can deny the bigness of Big John.
Big John.
I don't think you can deny
Big John is so jolly.
I don't think he could deny it.
Can we look at Big John for a second? Look at Big John. Look, he can't even stop smiling. Yes. But yo, on stage, he'll fucking eat your family and rip your head off if you fuck with me.
Yes.
Yeah, he's great.
Yes. The 2 sides of Big John.
2 sides of Big John.
Yes. And what we're seeing now is the cuddly side.
Yeah, the cuddly side.
But on the reality of when he's handling his...
Oh, yo, he handles it, for sure. That's why he's here. He's a good
has he got a power move?
Oh, his power move is just like, he'll just look at you and your soul evaporates. That's it. And yeah, your life is over.
He just sucks the essence out of you. Pause. Okay.
Pause that.
Days.
Oh man.
Oh my days. And totally on the road.
Yeah.
So this is the road team.
Yeah, this is yeah. Actually, well, some of them are still back because there's Six, who's my in-house producer. You met him last time. He's like the skinny Indian dude. He's really awesome. Yeah. His beard is insane now.
For real. So he has a lot of trouble at customs.
Definitely.
At immigration.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Randomly selected all the time.
Random. Why? I wonder why.
I don't know. Because his beats are the bomb, baby.
Big John standing up.
Oh.
Big John standing. Oh, yo. Would you like to apologise for the things you were saying or co-signing?
Fuck you, Big John.
Yeah, fuck you, Big John. On this side of the desk, fuck you.
Oh man. No. It's actually so it's me. It's Six. It's Big Lenny. My fiance is actually out here. These guys.
Seriously?
Yeah. She wanted to come.
So really, your body count is 0 for your European team.
Zero people.
It's 0.
Yo, I'm going to Paris for the first time.
Smash.
I'm excited.
Does Wifey shut you guys down? Or you probably get more now. Big John's probably smashing what was meant for Logic. Big John's getting your loose change, fam.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Yo, Big John's about to be famous.
Nothing's moving out there for Logic.
Big John is famous out here.
I'm coming on this tour. If you're bringing your wifey, I'm coming on there. I'm smashing everything
I'll just
that you
throw
leave
it.
behind.
You got it. It's all good.
Yes.
That's funny.
Come back to the hotel. Here you go, Tim. Catch that!
Oh my goodness!
Oh my days! So Wifey's on tour.
Yeah.
Do you think in 20 years time you might really fucking regret that?
No. I've always been really like, I don't know, to myself, like even on tour on the road, like I never was like smashing random chicks and stuff like that. Never. Yeah. I wasn't about that. I couldn't fuck a woman who calls me Logic. No way. I want a woman to know me, for Bobby, you know what I mean?
I love being with a girl who calls me Westwood. And if a shorty comes up to me and goes, Tim Westwood TV.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I will just like, oh my God. I just couldn't control myself, baby.
Yo.
I couldn't control myself.
So wait, can we just talk about how like this was last time I was here 2 years ago, this was a huge milestone on my list to check off.
Yes.
Like, but it's awesome, man. Like this was like,
I appreciate you coming through
there
again,
was like
man.
record deal, you know, XXL freshman, Westwood TV. I'm serious. Like I'm not even fucking around. I'm not even just saying that. Like I always wanted to do this. So
to be on the to-do list for you, fam, is a great honor. But to get the repeat to-do list,
yeah, dog.
Blessed.
Yeah, no, for life. I'm here.
You got the key to the door, man.
Thank you very much. Things are good, man.
Mad. And super fans over here.
Super fans.
Now,
yo, it's so different here.
So
it's like
different.
It's crazy. Because I was saying before we turned the cameras on that like back in the U.S. everybody just watches the fucking show through their screen.
Exactly.
They're just watching it, taking pictures. But here they actually respect the show and they watch.
Yes, exactly. And the
Crazy.
phone will go up.
Yeah,
but
for a
then it'll
second.
go down. But can I explain the reason to that? Snapchat is only 10 seconds, fam. They've done their Snapchat.
It's
they
over.
Have to put the phone away.
Yeah, but no,
back home they're doing
oh
the
my
video
God. Over and
Makes
over
no sense.
and over. No, because they're like, oh, Snapchat, oh, Twitter, oh, Instagram, fucking Facebook.
It's fucking
oh my
relentless.
God.
And by the time you've done all of that, the show's over.
Show's fucking
and It's
over.
like, oh, what the fuck happened? I
Oh
was
my
too
goodness.
busy.
I know. It's crazy.
No, real fans over here.
Definitely.
From day.
Incredible.
From day.
I'm going to Paris too. And I've
Interesting.
never been to Paris.
Yes.
So I don't know what that's going to be like, but I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, Paris is on the map, but what the... They don't speak English.
So it's like, and I'll be like, oh shit, what's up?
Yeah, what the
Damn.
fuck?
Well, that'll kind of be cool. It's always like really awesome when you meet somebody, because like even coming over here and like with the accents,
Yes.
it's crazy. It really lets me know I'm in a different part of the world,
exactly.
and that they're still singing all the lyrics.
Yeah.
That's what I think is gonna be crazy. Because last time I was over here, I didn't go to Paris, but I went to Amsterdam, so everybody's talking Dutch.
Yes.
So they're like, you know, who's vlogging, like,
Yes.
and then they're fucking singing all my lyrics in English, and I'm like, holy shit. And I'm having people
Yes.
coming up to me, they're like, you know, I'm a big fan, and that's like all they can say.
Yes, that's
and I'm
all
like,
they-
wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But they know the lyrics, baby.
They know the lyrics.
So you are really contributing to the spread of English.
Indeed.
To the European fucking non-English speakers. And we appreciate the effort that you are making.
That's funny.
Exactly.
That is hilarious.
Yes, the English teachers in Europe appreciate your contribution to the English language.
Yes.
Now, Rat Pack the clothing.
Oh yeah.
What's the story, baby? It's not going to be suits and tucks, please.
Oh man, well no, I mean all my, like, you talking about my merchandise?
Yes.
Yeah, I have oh yeah, here, I'm actually rocking the, I love like Futurama, so I
Oh.
kind of did like my head in a jar.
Crazy,
like
very
the
cool.
show. Yeah, so we got that, we got the, you know, the hats and all this different stuff. So you can go to logicmerch.com for all that. But I also sell everything, you know, on the road too. So and we do specific things for touring as well, which is super dope. But I got a lot of ideas that are gonna come out, because I've been really into space lately. So like my fiance had this made for me,
Very
and
cool.
I'm not gonna super get into what all this is
Yes,
about
yes,
just yet.
yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
early,
but
early.
but it's gonna be something that's really dope for the future, and
Oh.
I'm gonna have a lot of space themed stuff.
And motherfuckers will be paying attention to that.
Yes,
They'll
they
be
will.
paying-
Yes, they will.
Man. Now, single top 10.
Yeah.
What's the story, baby?
Top 10, it's crazy. I actually did that with, and I just released it just for fun, you know what I
Yes,
mean? And
yes.
people seem to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the song for like 4 to 6 months, and then I still haven't met K.R.I.T in person, which is crazy.
For real?
Yeah, and I was thinking,
So
man.
why did you choose K.R.I.T?
Because I've always been a fan of K.R.I.T, and I was like, I wonder who, you know, I was like, man, who would sound great? Because it's got a bit of a southern, you know,
Yes,
a southern
yes,
taste
yes.
to it. So I was like, man, K.R.I.T, and I'm like, oh, we're on the same label, duh. So I
Yes,
just kind of reached
yes,
out through that, and
yeah.
he was interested. And
Yeah.
like 2 days later,
Yeah,
I had a
yeah,
verse. I
yeah.
followed him on Twitter. I thanked him, and now that's my
But
homie.
Isn't that just crazy
How it
you
happens.
can do that?
Yeah, it's
how
pretty
you can
insane.
do that now.
Yeah.
Whereas before that would be some management phone
Yeah.
calls and
I know.
a load of unnecessaries in between.
I think that's what happens
a load
when
of
you,
confusion.
when you put out a good album and you got fans.
Yeah,
it's great.
You can just
And then it
motherfucker
becomes it's hard to explain. Like if some
Hmm.
random guy hit me up and was like, "Yo, let's do a record," I'd be like,
Yes.
But it's different. Like if you're a fan of something,
Yes.
and then they also have fans, it's very mutual. It
Yes.
works for both parties, and that's how I
Yes.
feel like it
Yeah.
was with me and
Yeah.
K.R.I.T. You know,
Yeah.
it was just fun.
Now, Logic, I would just like to point out, you know, Big John is standing up and he's rocking side to side. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'm going to use that as a way to say thank you for coming through, and I'm leaving through the friggin' back door, fam.
Thank you, guys.
Logic, great to see you, fam. Now, enjoy the rest of the shows.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Enjoy Paris, obviously, XOYO and all that good stuff jumping off. Isn't, last mad, Birmingham mad.
Yes.
So, great to have you back,
Sold
fam.
out. Thank you so much.
Smashed it.
All right, bro.
Thank you, fam.
Peace.
Go easy, Big John! YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV.